Welcome back to the Constant Complete Podcast, featuring myself, Spencer, and my friend Matt with the Outlaw Gaming TV, and coming back from the bowels of a Chicago convention center, Fistcake. How's it going?
Hey everybody, it's me, Fistcake. I made it back alive from Chicago.
I don't like this fucking voice.
Oh my! Wait, like this
is
is
Chicago
Chicago
does to you.
Fistcake. This is what I sound like now.
A little bit like Barney.
Okay.
I
So
have
we're gonna-
I have an allergy thing going on, so I can't do that. Never mind.
So we're going to start with what we played this week and maybe next week. I don't know. We missed last week. But
fuck, we
we'll
did.
start with we'll start with Fistcake. Just let us know kind of what you played and what you've been doing.
Well, last week, see that there's the allergy thing. Last week I went to C2E2, the Chicago Comic Con. Chicago Comic Entertainment Expo.
Yeah.
Pretty cool times. I'm like, I have a whole video about it if you want to check that out. YouTube.com/C/Fistcake. And I'll just kind of get to the highlights. There weren't a whole lot because we basically split our time with like sightseeing and doing stuff in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other half, we'd go to the con and like check stuff out. I'm really trying to think off the top of my head what cool stuff I saw at Comic-Con. Really, it was just all the cosplayers. This time, we didn't like really go out to check anybody out or anything. We went to two panels. The one for the Hello from the Magic Tavern, which is like it's a podcast, which the premise is this guy from our planet goes through a portal, gets stuck into the magical land of Foon, and he's joined by a shapeshifter that's always a badger and a wizard, and they just talk about stuff that happens on Foon.
That's kind of funny.
Yeah, it's I gotta see them, and it's really weird to see the people that voice the characters, and they don't like look. One of them looked like
him.
yeah, like one of them looked like I thought they would, like the guy who plays Chunt. He's the talking badger shapeshifter thing.
Mm.
And
Of course.
yeah, Chunt, of course. Everybody knows Chunt. Yeah, baby. He looked like kind of like one of the hobbits from Lord of the Rings. Not Sam or Pippin. I can't remember who's who.
Well, there's Merry and Pippin, which are the two.
Merry and Pippin. That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Sam
one-
is the chunky one.
Yeah, the
The
one
true hero.
the one from the Lord of the Rings that also is in Lost, I think.
Also is Lost.
Is
In
also
Lost.
in Lost, the TV show.
Yeah. Mary.
I
I don't know. They
think.
both look the same to me.
Well, it doesn't really matter. He kind of looks like him, and like you just like, okay, that makes sense. And the other two is like, okay, all right, like one, like the guy who's supposed to like be playing like the guy that gets trapped in Foon, and he's supposed to be like this kind of like lazy fat guy, is like a total hipster dad, basically. He's like super thin. He's got like the long beard and like glasses and shit. I'm like, who are you? You're not the funny
You're
fat
not
guy.
my
I know.
Foon.
Not my food.
Not my Arnie. Hashtag not my Arnie. And the guy who plays the wizard is just bigger than I thought. I don't know. That's
Yeah,
not really a huge deal.
It's always interesting to see that type of stuff. Like the first time, if you read like Harry Potter and then like the first time watching the movie, certain people don't look quite as much, but then other people are like spot on. You're like, what the fuck? This is them in
Oh.
real life.
Shit, man. Spot on. But saw that. And we went to the Twisted Tunes thing again, where basically they have like all the voice actors that are at the C2E2 for the weekend do a script.
That's cool.
They had Phil Lamar there, which that was pretty cool. They were doing Phil Lamar and Tom Kenny. Tom Kenny's the one that does SpongeBob's voice and stuff like that. Phil Lamar's from Reading Rainbow and Samurai Jack and stuff like that.
That's cool.
Saw that. And I really just saw a bunch of cosplayers. Like basically the first 2 days, I just spent the time. No, basically the first day, I spent the time like, okay, this looks cool. Check out all these booths and panels and stuff. And the second day was like, okay, now how do I talk to people? How do I get them to stop and take a picture with me? I don't understand.
Yeah, I watched your video, and you were like, in the past I wasn't, it wasn't quite like this. I could just talk to people, and then now it's like, I guess I've been inside too long, and now I don't know how to talk to people anymore.
I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened to old Fistcake. My new Fistcake's like, I don't want to bother them, or I don't want to be in the way of traffic, because like it's just constantly
it's-
people moving around and shit.
I think it's because I've had a little bit of that too because I've been pretty standardly outgoing, but it's just like the whole. I think it's a level of awareness as you get older where you're like, in what way could this possibly inconvenience someone else or be weird?
Yeah.
And then you just think about all those possibilities. Okay, so I don't want to talk to him right here because like it's kind of like the walking room isn't quite enough, or oh, they seem to be talking to someone else. I don't want to like barge in or something.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. I'm like, I didn't ever worry that it was too weird because it was like, it's a
It's
Comic Con.
Comic-Con,
And,
yeah.
but I was always like, well, I don't want to be in the middle of traffic, or I don't want to look like a weirdo for like wanting to talk to this half naked lady that actually like legitimately looks cool,
Yeah.
But
You walk
Yeah,
up
like-
to her and you're like, "Oh man, that outfit's like really cool, and like I like the design." And
He's just looking at her fucking eyes, just
whole-
burning a hole in her eyes.
don't look away. Don't
Don't look
I
down.
glanced. Fuck.
You're like, you have a tear. You're like,
can't even blink.
Be respectful to women in public.
Oh god. Actually, it was like to the point. I took a picture with like a Team Rocket duo, and like I put my hand around the guy, but for some reason like I put my other hand like in front of my leg beside the woman. So I don't know what kind of mixed messages I sent there. Like I even told
Oh,
even
I
like
can picture that perfectly.
You're like
you can
you're
see
like,
in the picture too.
you're like physically like creating a separation between you. Like, okay, fuck you, Jesse.
From
All right? I'm
Jesse
all about
and
James.
James.
Yeah, I'm all about
like
James.
I had my hand around James, but I was like with Jesse, like, I don't want to. Okay, just hand on my leg. I even told Eden like they're gonna probably have some questions about that because they're either gonna assume that I'm really weirdly gay or that I'm just uncomfortable with everything in the world. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how that works, but
It happens. I mean, it's like you have to make split decisions in situations like that. And if you like hesitate in any way, then it's even more weird. So you're just like, fuck it. I guess I'm doing this now.
yeah. Pretty much every time I make a split decision, it's 95% of the time the wrong decision. But that's how you learn, I guess. I don't know.
Not wrong, just not most optimal.
Not the most effective.
Also, you
But,
talked about how you were trying to go and see someone in particular, and you thought that their line was going to be not that short. So who was it that you were going to go see? Because apparently
I
there
was
was
gonna
more
see-
people there interested than you thought.
So do you know the Adventure
Man?
Zone?
Yeah, the Adventure Zone. Yeah.
I
Oh
went
yeah,
to-
it was one of the brothers, right?
Yeah, Travis McElroy. And I thought like,
Yeah.
okay,
The
He
one
has a
that lives
following.
on Shuri Lane.
yeah, the Muffin Man. Wait, you ever oof so loud your mom calls you to ask if you're okay? No, my mom lives 3 hours north, so I'd have to oof pretty loudly, but not. But good.
Oof.
Honey, are you all right?
You get a call. It's like a FaceTime. I heard that. I know
I felt
your
your oof.
frequency range from anybody else. I know your oops.
Yeah. Oh yeah, so Travis McElroy. So like I even talked with him. Like I'm sure it's gonna be a long line, but I don't think it's gonna be super long. So we'll go there, get something signed, and we'll head out. And I go to the line, like I go to find his panel. I'm like, okay, let me just cut through this giant line that wraps around like the fucking turnstables and like goes around a pillar and like makes a fucking giant L shape. All right, where's the Travis McElroy? Okay, 318. Okay, so that's 317. That's holy. What the fuck? Why are there so many people? I was like, I don't want to do this because I felt like at the time, if we went to that and we waited out, we'd be like the last ones. Like, oh, sorry, signing time's done. Gotta
Yeah.
go. Bye.
And you would have waited like this whole fucking time for That's crazy. I mean, they have blown up a bit like in the last year,
Now they're getting pretty legit, fam.
especially in the geek sphere. Because
I
at
think
first
part of
they just
okay.
started out as like a kind of answering questions advice podcast.
Yeah,
It's
my
like
brother
where they would just
brother
chat about
me.
stuff. And then it's like my brother and me or whatever. And then they started out. I'm doing this mostly for Matt's, but
I don't care.
Bit of it too. But yeah, and then they did a role playing podcast with this one, and then they just
Yeah,
It's
it
crazy.
just blew up. I think also part of it had to do with that he had free signing. So I'm just wondering if people are like, oh, it's free, I can just get a name. I don't know, fuck it, but
yeah.
whatever. C2E2, check out my video for more details. I have all the pictures and stuff on there that I took, and excuse me, sorry. And that's it for that. Games I have played this week. I'm dying for some reason.
Hephaestus. Hephaestus? Asbestos?
Asbestos.
Asbestos.
Mesothelioma.
Oh, gotcha.
Because you're coughing.
That,
Yeah.
Just dying a little bit. It's okay. I played Radical Heights when it came out, the day of.
Ooh.
Ooh, spicy.
It's from the Cliffy B.
Yeah, I didn't know that until I was listening to the Super Best Friends cast the other day. I'm like, oh, that explains some of it, I guess. But yeah.
I know nothing about this game.
It's basically it's a battle royale.
Oh, yeah, I think I saw your tweet about this.
It's called Radical Heights, and essentially it's like a futuristic 80s game show called Radical Heights. And the only vehicle in the game is a BMX bike. And you can like
it's not
buy
90s. Radical Heights Extreme.
See, like I went on I went on like telling people like, yeah, it's like a 90s era thing. Like I think it's for 90s kids because it's got BMX bikes and it's got like Super Nintendos and like older like kind of like older game consoles, but like not super old, you know. And then people kept like fixing what I was saying. Like, don't you mean 80s? I'm like, well, I don't think BMX was a thing. I felt like Radical and BMX bikes were like part of the 90s, but I guess what the fuck do I know? You know?
Yeah, the X Games are like totally 90s.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
I think these people just didn't live through the 90s or something.
Man,
it's funny because Nornline tweeted a picture of the Radical Heights bio on Steam, and it's like extreme early access. He's like, how to sell your game.
Yeah, it's definitely super early access. It's
You mean extreme?
Well, extreme, yeah, of course. I mean,
and it's X and then stream.
Oh yeah, well, it's the only way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, Rivers boosted. PUBG, okay, yeah, okay. Bernard's just giving us random information. All right. So like, yeah, it's super early access. The only difference between it and other battle royale games is like there's a money concept. So like when you recover treasure, which is basically cassette players, Nintendo systems, yada yada yada, you acquire money. You can use that money to buy weapons in the game if you go to like the little like buy a weapon shop or whatever. Mm-hmm. And then also you can when you die, you get to like keep a certain amount of money with you, and then in future games, if you go to an ATM, you can actually withdraw or deposit money into your account.
Oh, that's interesting. It seems like players who have been there longer will have an edge on new players.
Yeah, and people who buy the Radical gems too will have an edge on people.
Oh, okay. So it's pay to win.
Well,
it's paid to have advantage.
We don't know yet. It's too early to tell.
The only thing the gyms can buy is clothes and stuff. So unless like
it's
the
pay to look
fly.
Yeah,
pay to look cool.
Yeah. Okay. Never mind. Yeah, I thought you could like get the gems and buy like weapons and stuff.
No, I don't. As far as I know, I don't think so. But,
buy the gems, and then you go to like a Goodwill, and then you buy fucking Nintendo consoles, and then sell those and make your money like that.
Oh shit! Yeah.
It's a perfect. Yeah, that's exactly how that works.
The economy Radical game.
Mm-hmm. Radical Heights has been broken. But I'm actually kind of looking forward to it because I think it looks, to me, it just like looks a little bit more exciting than Fortnite and PUBG to me.
When I looked at it, it had like extremely negative reviews, kind of like it's extreme early access.
Yeah, but like that's like what most of the complaints are like. Oh, this game's not a full game or anything. Like,
okay, well, yeah, it's definitely 90s because I see the Jinko Jeans fucking crown at the top of that money symbol.
Yeah, okay. Like, I'm not losing my goddamn mind then. Okay.
No. What else you were talking about? Stupid. Also, cassettes were like late 80s, 90s.
Early 90s, yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, okay. See, I'm not losing my goddamn mind. Fuck you, Internet. You don't know what you're talking about. Eat shit. But, yeah, so I'm looking forward to the future of that game. Right now, it is pretty rough, and it's kind of odd, but hopefully in the future it becomes better. So yeah.
Mixed reviews. I wonder what show that could possibly make it on.
Well, it only has duos right now, so unfortunately it would have to be a YouTube play, and I would watch or two of us would play and one person like, oh, do this.
It probably for fairness would be one of us and you.
No, fuck fairness. Fuck. Let's see what's next. Oh yeah, I officially got to the Super True Deluxe Ultra Edition ending of Persona 4 Golden today.
Wow.
Because I remember like Wikipedia like years ago. Like I'm never gonna play this game, so I might as well check out the story. And like I beat it once. And like I know this isn't the right ending, so I'm like, okay, what do I have to do to get the true ending? Oh, I had to say these things. Okay, blah blah blah. And then you get past that, and the next thing's like, okay, well, make sure you go to the place where you fight the stuff at one more time before you leave. I'm like, god damn it, I didn't remember to do that. I just said goodbye to all my friends. Why? Fuck, dude.
What happened to all this extra stuff?
And like even like when you're leaving for that ending, they're like even saying like, oh, it sucks we couldn't solve the mystery about the TV. Oh well, I'm sure that's not going to be a huge deal. And then of course
that's not going to have consequences.
No, not at all. But then like once you actually get to that part, it's like, oh, there's a whole bunch of shit. Oh god. Since Matt doesn't want me to ruin the game that he's never going to play in 10 years or so.
I'm going to play it, you motherfucker. Did you beat it on easy?
Of course I beat it on easy, Matt. I don't have all the time in the world to play games.
Throw shade at me. I was holding that one back. I was like,
oh, were
nah.
you?
I'm not going to blow up a spot with the easy.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Yeah, you call me out. I do play games on easy. I don't have all the time in the world. I'm sorry. Oh, God.
You play games for the experience, not for the challenge.
Well, we know that.
I'm pretty.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Easy. Okay, all right. Calm down. We got it.
Easy,
I suck at games. Okay, I get it.
I play on medium, like a real gamer.
Ooh,
It's called
hardcore
normal.
Yeah.
You're not even a
Recommended.
normie.
I'm familiar with the game's difficulty.
No.
I've played an RPG before.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, man. To not spoil anything, what are the two things? Okay, so the first, Persona games. There's like 13 different bad guys that you fight your way through. One like being like the actual bad guy, and the last one's like you have to fight a god or whatever.
Yeah.
The first guy, like the main bad guy that you fight, his motivations are so hilarious to me. The only reason why he's doing everything is because he's bored. He's like, I'm in a small town. I got bored. This is why I did the things. I'm like, you don't hate people, or they didn't like piss you off or anything? No, I just got bored and I just want to do this. Like,
Oh, sociopath.
yeah, it's like, oh, okay, you could do that, I guess. I mean, you can't because we're stopping you right now because we're a bunch of teenagers and we have shit to fight for. But yeah, no.
I'll show you bored.
Yeah, beat the board out of you. And also, when you do like the multiple love interest thing, I actually feel like Persona 4 has like a little bit better than Persona 5 because I guess in Persona 5 you just get the shit beaten out of you, and then Sojiro's like, "Don't worry, I'll talk them over for you. It's okay. I got you, fam." Like, thanks, Sojiro. You're a real bro. This one, it's on Valentine's Day. And whoever you confess your true love to, they send you a text message like, "Hey, you want to hang out after school? Blah, blah, blah." I'm like, okay, all right. And so you pick whoever you want to hang out with. If you're a decent person, you would just have one person, but that's fine. I'm not a decent person. I play games on easy mode, so, obviously I'm not a cool person. Yeah. You get to the school, and, like, it's after school. And essentially what happens is, like, everybody who... Because obviously I'm, like, the total asshole, and I went with everybody that's on my team, and more. So like everybody that's like part of the main story is like, okay, well, I have a bunch of chocolates because I guess the Japanese culture is that girls give out chocolates and they have like friend chocolates and like romantic chocolates or whatever.
I want to go to Japan. Get some chocolate.
Yeah.
Yo, girl.
How's
it going?
Yo, girl,
I'm
like
here
me.
for the chocolates.
Give me your chocolates. What basically happens is like every girl talks. You're all like hanging out, talking to each other, and then they like each give a game like, okay, well, here's all the chocolates I'm handing out. If you don't have a chocolate with your name on it, come see me later. And then everybody picks out their chocolates, and you don't like have any chocolates whatsoever. And everybody's like, "Oh man, like you're like basically you're Ryuji." If his name's like fucking, I can't remember. I didn't really hang out with him. He kind of got annoying for me. He's like, "Wow, you're really popular with the ladies. How did this happen? Holy shit, wow!" And then
You're like, fuck yeah.
yeah, I am. Hopefully, I don't have to talk to them. Oh, but you do. So, like the next 10 minutes is like you talking to each girl that you didn't hang out with for that day. And she's like, "Okay, here's my super special chocolate for you. So what are we gonna do today? I'm your girlfriend, right? So we should go out and do stuff." I'm like, not today. And they're like, "Oh,
Maybe next.
yeah." One option's like, "Not today," for one girl. And she's like, "Oh, that's okay. That's fine." And then, like, as you leave, like, it has a description, like, and she's holding back her tears as you walk away from her.
Fuck.
And then, like, the next one's like, "Yeah, I got stuff to do today. Sorry, I can't hang out." She's like, "But it's Valentine's Day, and you're not telling your girlfriend what you're doing? I am your girlfriend, right?" "Oh, I'm sorry. I just get worked up all the time. I trust you." It's like, oh, God.
She
You gotta do
trusts
that.
me. I don't
Oh,
deserve
God,
the trust.
Why would she do this? No. But you just do that 4 more times or so. It depends on how many people you talk to, and then
Oh
then
my
you get to
god!
your
And of
special
course, you
destiny.
is just everyone in the game.
Almost. I tried.
Fucking
I was-
bad whore.
I know. I'm the worst. So I thought that was pretty interesting. Whenever you decide to play the game and beat it, let me know so we can talk about the ending and stuff, because that'd be good stuff.
I will.
Let's And not to drag anything else on too long, I played Dragon Ball Fighters, messed with Broly, got a new team going on, got to relearn how to play the fucking game so I don't get killed online all the time.
Us too.
Yeah.
I've played more Warframe. I got past like the first grindy bit, like the way to like you go through different planets or whatever, which access different levels. You usually had to do like a bunch of certain things. For some reason, the first planet was like the hardest because you had to basically do like a horde mode, and you had to kill like 3 certain enemies that only happen like in like after wave 10 or 15. But after that, it's been pretty easy so far. And I tried to play XCOM 2 on normal. Oof. I don't know about that challenge. I don't know about that. We'll have to talk about that later because it's getting rough every time I try. I'm like, oh, turn 3, everybody's dead again. How did I? Wow. How do I do this? What's so different between easy and normal mode? I don't understand.
Yeah, that game is all about like
Risk management.
yeah, that's the exact phrase I was gonna use.
Oh shit, dude.
Yeah,
It's almost like that's the perfect phrase to describe
it has to
XCOM
be
2.
2 of us had the same thing in mind. That's how you know.
So I don't. We'll see
also,
about the challenge.
last week you beat Far Cry 5.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
I beat
we're
Far
gonna
Cry
hold-
5.
Yeah, I just wanted to like, hey, you beat Far Cry 5, and next
I beat
week
5.
we'll probably be talking about it.
Yeah, hopefully. We'll see.
I'm gonna beat it. I beat
Okay,
it today, but we gotta go play Settlers of Catan later.
Is that what we're playing?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Fucking nerds.
I went to a convention about games and comics, and I played a lot of games and Warframe. I got past the grindy bit, and I beat Persona 4. Who's the nerd?
I'm going to play a board game about managing items and resources.
It's fun.
But that's it for me. What have you guys been up to for the last 2 weeks or so? 5 years.
We played and beat. Did we talk about A Way Out at all?
Yeah.
That was the last podcast?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so we don't have to worry about that. We've been playing some Tales of Xillia.
Nice.
Yeah, that game's pretty fun. It's a Tales of game. There are some aspects of the combat system that I prefer over others. The overall, like, just the way it tells you about the game is very, like, nice. Like, it presents things in a very understandable way and is much quicker to kind of know what you need to be doing than, like, Berseria was.
Yeah.
And
Well, they still info dump you, where they'll just
they
have
do
like
info dump
there's
yeah.
just like a ton, like fucking 8 paragraphs of text explaining shit. You're like, I'm like,
yeah, about like elements stuff.
I'm never gonna read that.
Yeah, I just skip past it because it's like, oh, it's elements. I know how that works.
I'm never ever gonna read that.
I've played games before.
I'm not gonna choose an easy difficulty. God.
Yeah, but most of the actual like main mechanic portions and like how to do like most of what you need to be doing is they handle it very well. The tutorial section is pretty good. So that game's pretty fun. Having a good time with that. The voice acting is strange for just one of the characters.
Yep, just one of them.
And it's probably not even her fault because it seems like whoever did the recordings did some weird settings on her. And
Mila.
Mila. And she sounds like she's just been de-essed the whole time, like to like an incredible amount. You know how sometimes when we're playing online and we're doing like Siege, my sound, I'll sound like lispy. I've noticed it when listening back. She sounds like that all the time in the game. So all of her S sounds are like...
Guess I never noticed that.
Yeah, and so...
and her quality is so different than the rest of them, especially when they're all talking. They're like, oh yeah, how's it going? Yeah, and then she's like, and there's like a little like crumple, like it's not good, like it's super noticeable.
Yeah, and I almost think what happened was she might have had one of those voices that especially some girls have like an overly SC kind of voice, like just the way they talk, and they might have just gone a bit too far on the de-essing. And when you de-ess, you take out information from the audio, just like when you denoise something. If you take out too much noise in a track, then it can make things sound really weird, and I feel like that's probably what happened. But it was like, well, this is our takes and this is what we have. And they probably didn't realize it until it was too late, kind of situations. But yeah, it's just like, wow, that's okay.
It's oddly noticeable.
And she's like one of the main characters. Okay.
So my question is, did this happen after she loses her god powers or before?
The whole time.
Okay, I was just wondering if they're trying to do like a story element with that, like where she's just like a little less.
Yeah.
Her voice has different, has lost its strength.
Yeah, exactly.
So it lost its quality.
Oh God.
Just like she's lost her 4 qualities. But yeah, the game's pretty fun. We've been playing, of course, Smash. Been playing some Smash, Melee, and Smash 4. We played the newest update for Smash 4 4XM today. They changed some more stuff. Some stuff is a little bit better. Most of it's still like we have some of the same gripes we had previously with like movement, and they kind of there's a lot of tweaking that they have to do to make it anywhere where we'll actually want to play it often.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so they've worked on the thing that you had problems with last time, like what was it?
For one character, apparently, like Matt was playing Falco.
Yeah.
And
Falco feels fine.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't feel like melee Falco, but he doesn't feel like total shit. But then like all the rest of the characters that I played all feel like real janky. Like Fox is pretty much like worthless.
Matt rage quit after 2 games.
Oh, wow.
Fox and switch characters.
Yeah, you can't wave shine. You can't do any of your like. It's like
it seems like everything's just out of what it needs to be, so it's really wonky. And so going into a run is weird. It's like
you have to like slam the stick. Like,
yeah, you can't just
way more than usual.
Yeah, and often if you land and try to run,
you'll just walk.
And just weird stuff like that. And then they implemented wave dashing for everybody. And some people it's like really easy. And other people it's like super inconsistent or very specific. You have to hit like a very particular angle to get it right.
Yeah, to get the
otherwise
angle to wave dash, or you're just like air dodge to the left.
And then you're completely
air
open,
dodge to the right.
And then you'll get fucking fucked. So
yeah,
all fucking fucked.
Yeah. So there's that. That's and for anybody listening who's interested, that's update 1.2.1 that we're talking about here because they're continuing to update. So. But what else did we play as far as specifically games?
We did PUBG with Butternut.
Yeah,
that was okay. Played the new map. I
didn't get to play the new map.
Womp womp. Oh, still.
You didn't download the shit.
Oh well.
Is it still locked out for you?
It's limited time, so
the Savage map.
Yeah, the Savage map. Yeah, so they don't allow you to.
I don't think it's limited time.
Yeah, well, Butternut was just saying the new map testing is back starting tomorrow. So it's not just around for a long period of time. They have it open for particular.
You didn't get a key.
I didn't get a key to it. Yeah, that's what happened. So I couldn't test it. So you guys just ended up playing without me, which is fine.
We played some Siege.
Played some Siege. Siege was good.
Yeah.
we did.
We won one game last Monday with all 5 of us.
Yeah.
And then we won like 5 games on Friday without Fist Cake. So I think that tells you what everybody, is already guessing. That unfortunately Siege doesn't have an easy mode. So
I'm just gonna go kill myself, guys. I'll be right back. I'm sorry, I'm such a burden to the team.
But that went well.
Shield Bros.
Shield Bros. I should have just done that.
Yeah.
What else did we play? Divinity with Coulter and Deanna.
Right. We finally started playing that again, and the game's it's getting good. It's getting pretty interesting. I feel like we're getting better as a team, like our synergy. We had a pretty hard fight actually against a boss that basically just destroyed us twice in a row, and then the third time around we like adapted our strategy and stuff, and then destroyed her. Ish, yeah. One of the major issues that we run into a lot is Coulter's character. He's playing. Is it a sorcerer or is it a wizard or something like that? I don't remember.
Some magic motherfucker.
Yeah, it's a magic user, and he does a lot of elemental abilities, and he does all the CC on all the enemies to make to like control them, so we can actually get our shit in there. Because we have kind of a 2 to 3 turn kind of warm up period before we just really destroy people, for some reason. And he also has glass cannon.
Which means he gets affected by all elementals. So anything like if he gets frozen or something like that, it just goes right through all armor.
Yeah. So
no
his
armor protects him.
Magic armor doesn't really mean anything. And
this boss would focus him immediately.
Yeah, a lot of enemies just focus him. So usually, if he doesn't get like a turn 1 like good situation, he's not going to get any turns because he's probably going to die or be completely CC'd to shit. So that's kind of what posed a challenge for us. But we found ways to work around it.
Yeah, every time I watch you guys play that, it's usually everybody shitting on Spencer for taking so long to make decisions.
Yeah, it's because this motherfucker literally will ask us our opinions on every little thing that he does in a fight. We're like, your one job, my dude, is to summon shit.
It's not my only job. That's the problem. You guys don't understand. I have other abilities that work as buffs for people, and I want to ask you, hey, do you want me to use this on you? Is this a good idea?
Yeah, but this is not all the questions. All the questions is, should I summon my Bone Widow, or should I save up and summon 3 archers?
That's important, because if I save up,
cares.
If I save up, then I'm not going to do anything that turn. And what if you guys are expecting me to do something? I'm just communicating. It all comes back to the communication thing, Matt.
You gotta talk, Matt. You gotta talk.
We talk.
All right. Yeah. I mean, I got better with it, though. I got better with it.
Yeah, after we shit on him for like 30 hours of Divinity.
No, you just wait.
And Siege.
The next time you take longer than like 5 seconds to make a decision. Oh, boy. But have we played any other new games?
I played Far Cry 5.
Oh, yeah. Matt's almost beaten Far Cry 5.
I've killed Faith. And that boss fight was stupid. Like, it was just so anticlimactic. You're like, all this build up, and everybody's like, she's like the worst person ever. And at first, I was like, this bitch is gonna be like old and ugly. She's been like messing with our minds. She's blissified us, so now she looks kind of pretty. And she does look the same, except her skin is like a little fucked up. Like has more blemishes.
Oh, right, yeah.
But in Bliss World, she's like pristine.
Yeah.
But like the boss fight is just too like, what the fuck? Like it's too like, what was the actual fight? Because she's like hovering, shooting like energy balls at you, and then creating copies, and you're like, yeah, but what does the fight actually look like to people who are just like not blissed out and are watching with binoculars? Like, what does it look like? Because
are you just standing there and she's just like,
yeah, it's like we're having a Jedi mind battle,
and you're like,
but yeah, and you don't even get the satisfaction of killing her. She just like gets beat up after you reduce her health bar to 0, and then she just like falls into the water. She doesn't even fall into the water. She drifts into the water, and I'm not even sure the bitch is dead.
like, okay, I'm going now. Bye.
Yeah,
I am the lady at the lake.
She just kind of like disappears, and you're just like, yeah, but like, where's that body though? because I killed Yes Man, and I shot that motherfucker in the head with a revolver, like because I know he's dead. This bitch is just floating in a river somewhere.
Guess you have to wait for Far Cry 5 too, man. When she comes back.
Far Cry 5.5.
Faith returns.
It's just like kind of dumb.
The
I was
return of
very
faith.
disappointed with that boss fight. I was super gimmicky. Like
I do not like gimmicky boss fights. It's almost as
pretty
bad
much
as
every
the
boss
Shadow of
fight
War boss fight.
is gimmicky. But
Or Shadow of Mordor boss fight where it's just QTE, sneak up on him bullshit. I'm counting that as the boss fight because the thing that happens afterwards isn't even worth talking about.
Yeah, that one's not. The final boss of that one's not good.
Yeah, well, there's no final boss. There's just that guy.
Yeah. Yeah, for some reason, Faith is like the most video game boss in that entire game.
yeah,
It's really weird.
there's no visceralness to it at all. She just floats around and shoots fucking energy balls at you. Like why?
I find it a little weird. Like, I don't know. I guess I didn't expect that the game would be so like fantasy or unrealistic. Like
Yeah.
they're kind of going on like a Resident Evil 7 kind of level with some of the stuff where
Well,
it's
the bliss. It's the bliss's fault.
the bliss. Yeah, everything's the
Yeah.
bliss's fault in that game. And it's just like
Well,
how
we'll talk about that.
where's the
next week.
grounding of the game?
Yeah.
But
Why
yeah.
are you guys living all among these fucking flowers that are trippy?
No, I don't
Move,
know.
motherfuckers, move.
Can you guys explain like one thing for me? Where's like the United States in all of this?
It's in there.
Yeah.
But like, where's like I don't know.
Well, they explained
the
it
military?
that they sent the U.S. Marshal, and that was like it.
So they didn't do like anything
Yeah,
that's
he's not
realistic
like
at all.
a
They,
terrorist or
They pretty much sent out the U.S. Marshal, and you're supposed to go there to capture Joseph Seed, and then once you get there, you inadvertently start their revolution, which involves them like cutting off communications with the rest of the world, like making sure all radio towers and stuff are just for them and whatnot. So, and like the whole point of like everybody's like saying like, oh, well, we'll go find our friends and we'll go to the like someplace like Fort something to get the army down here and shit. And we'll take care of them real good.
No, but it just never quite happens.
nah.
Okay.
Nah,
Well, yeah. That's the part I'm like, this probably would never happen. But it's a game, so
I mean, it's fun. It's a good
yeah,
game.
and it looks fun, and the whole vibe's kind of fun.
but we should move on to our first topic.
We should actually talk about our first topic. 38 minutes in the
shit.
cast. So let's go ahead and talk about. Just because of time, we want to talk about bully hunters.
Oh yeah, okay.
Well, what did you skip?
I skipped. Well, I just jumped
Okay.
it to the front because I felt like it was something more to talk about.
So basically, oh boy, Bully Hunters is the brainchild of multiple female streamers and whatnot, and to the fact like, hey, there's asshole guys online, we should do something about this. So their idea was to essentially have people like contact them. And it's like, hey, this guy, blah, 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 on whatever video game is saying weird shit about me. What? Can you do something? And they're like, okay, yeah, we'll go hunt them. Because we're the bully hunters. Da-da-da-da.
God, they couldn't have come up with a better name.
No, of course not. Because
It's not, yeah, don't. It's not even. It's just, everything about this whole thing was like, oh.
They could have had
That's
a cool
not a good idea.
acronym.
yeah, or something. But
BH
bully
is-
hunters, using the word like bully, it's just like it doesn't have any.
It doesn't have any
Impact.
gravitas to it.
Yeah, there's no impact to it at all.
It's a baby word.
We're the bully hunters.
Yeah, it's not a very good name, but like then we'll as we go on, we'll realize this entire thing's not very good because the idea was okay. Like, yeah, okay, you go out and you hunt down these people and like you tell them, hey, stop saying this shit or we'll just hunt you down for life. But what actually ended up happening is what you do is like say, well, for some reason, the only thing this thing works on is on CSGO. So you're on CSGO, somebody's talking shit to you, like, hey, get back in the kitchen, woman. I'm like, oh,
And
you
it's only
bully.
it's like only women. Like
Yeah.
it's like it's like
Pretty sure it's only one.
if I'm a dude and then some
So they
dude
get
is
back
like
in the kitchen.
he tells me to get back in the kitchen, I'm just shit out of luck. I got no hunters to go to.
Nope. No hunters for you, man.
Motherfuckers.
You could just
Nobody's
lie.
there to protect you.
People on the internet lie all the time.
Guys, these people, here's my stuff.
Anyways, explain the whole process so people are up to speed, because we already know.
Yeah, no problem. So somebody's talking shit to you on CSGO. What you do is you contact the boy hunter people. You give them your Steam profile information. They join the game with you, and what they do, if it works out, they kill somebody, and whenever they kill somebody, and not to mention that this is not just the people that they kill. Like, it's an automatic message that goes out with whoever they kill. They're like,
so it's
hey,
just
stop
anybody?
bullying. Yes, it's not a very.
It's not even targeted.
It's not a very good thing at all. So basically, every time they kill somebody, they just have like an automatic message that pops out like, bullying's not cool, blah, 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 bullyhunters.org. It's like, okay. And I was watching a video that kind of helped explain more about it because like he played CSGO and stuff. He's like, really, this only works like in public play. And like, if you're not like, I forget how he worded it, but basically, like, it wouldn't work like if the bully was on your team, because then the boy hunter would be on the other team and they would just kill you too. Because why wouldn't they? And also, like, again, like if they were on your team, why would they not kill like everybody else on the enemy team? Like, why would they just specifically shoot the one person? Like, what would happen if like they get in a firefight with somebody that didn't bully you? Or what, are they just gonna run away and get shot or something? No, you're gonna actually try to play the game. Yeah. So it didn't. It's not a very good thing, and actually, I think it's been like completely disbanded. But like,
it has been disbanded. Wow.
I think I had to double check the facts on that, but like, I haven't heard
that was
anything else
short-lived.
about.
I can't imagine why.
Me neither. Like, they even like so far like have merch for it. Like, it has like it's headphones with like the Boy Hunter logo on them.
Headphones? What? Everybody gets Beats by Dre. Now everybody gets their own fucking headphones.
Dude, we should sell our own headphones.
You should.
Neander Fire.
Neander Fire. Content. Ear headphone.
The complete headphones.
Oh, there we go. That's good. Actually, guys, we got to talk about something after the show real quick.
Strike that from the record.
Oh, and also not to mention that like the headphones, like all proceeds go to victims of being bullied and like being bullied online.
So what does that mean?
How would you do
like,
that?
Yeah, what does that fucking mean? Like, do you just give money to people when they feel bad about being bullied?
No,
Like,
there's
I'm not trying to say that
like,
people get bullied.
There's definitely associations that do that shit.
Yeah, but they should say what associations it is.
I'm just saying, where's the proof?
I got you. Okay, yeah. Where's the proof that it actually goes to those associations?
Yeah, and also, what's the proceeds? Like, is it like 5 cents per headphone? You know?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. What percentage is it? Yeah, that's another important figure. Also, so someone's bullying you, whatever. And they're like, "Hey, man, I need your help."
What's the response time?
Yeah, okay. What's the response time? And then they get into the group with you, and then like, how do you know you're gonna fucking be in the same game with the same person who bullied you?
What if you get wrecked by the bully?
Okay, well, what if you get wrecked by? Well, that's a different question. I'm just asking, how do you know you're gonna get into the game again with the same bully again? Like, how do you guarantee that?
I don't know. I didn't.
Do they just join with you and just like re-queue until you like? Is this the guy? Does he have 2 X's or 3 X's in his name? Are they different sizes? Is it caps and lower caps or something? Like, well, what is it? And I'd be like, I can't remember because I was just so because he was bullying me. I totally forgot his name. But like, or do you invite them into a public game? Like, hey, yeah, play this game with me, and they're like, all right, fuck it, man, I'll bully this woman again. Oh no, the hunters are here. Like,
oh god, they killed me.
Oh god, it's like Far Cry 5 where they're like they send a hunting party after you, and then you're like hang gliding, and they shoot you with a fucking thing, and you're like, I guess I'm going to Bliss Town.
Exactly.
Yeah, like, what are the logistics? This is why it failed, because it just wasn't practical.
It's just stupid.
Yeah,
it's not a very good idea.
And honestly, it's the only way that they could do it, right? Because if they do it any other way, where they like try to find out who the person is and like brigade against them on Twitter or something like that, that's like harassment.
Detoxing.
DDoSing. To them, it's detoxing.
Getting the bully out of their system, like detoxing them.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine to have like a community of people, and maybe like instead of targeting people, you could be like, hey, we can all play together and have like fun games or something. Or we can be on a team, and so like the next time someone happens, we can all act together. Or I don't know. Anything is better than their current system. That's all I gotta say. Anything is better. Also, only one game, CS:GO. I mean, what's the percentage of players that they're actually affecting?
I want to start my own bully hunters things, And then when the
bully hunters.
the victims email me, and then they're like, "I got bullied in this game," I'll be like, "Have you thought about not sucking at the game?"
So you're gonna bully him again?
Yeah, there you go. Just counter bullying, just more bullying. Like, hey, just get better at the game.
What's
And
wrong?
like,
Have you thought about improving?
oh, with like CS:GO, apparently the guy mentioned like what you could do is mute the person.
Oh,
They
shit,
say some
yeah.
shit to you.
There's
You can
an
right
option.
click on their name and
Yeah, dude, we
the
mute
person.
people all the time in Siege.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Siege,
It's fine.
PUBG. PUBG the first 5 minutes every time is like, "Blah, blah, 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 blah." Okay, everybody's getting muted. All right, bye. That's a lot more effective. And also the person they picked to spearhead the thing, unicorn zombie or zombie unicorn. I already forgot her name. She is a gem of a person. There's like literally a video of her like playing games last week or something where she's basically calling people the F word.
Yeah, like the derogatory term for a homosexual male.
Yeah, there you go. And she's like,
Gotcha.
these are killing me. We might as well play a different game because these are going to keep killing me over and over again.
Yeah, so
I'm
she's
gonna-
like super hardcore, like sexist or just insensitive in general, and then she's the spearhead. That's crazy.
Yeah, and then like after like all this blew up, she's like, if you talk about me, I'm going to do a DMCA takedown notice on you. So just have your own discussions and have your own talks. Don't bring me into it. It's like, well, that's not.
Yeah, you can't really do that.
So well,
Yeah.
now you're in this video, and try.
Yeah, exactly. I'm
It's-
trying to find the
yeah.
tweet now, but let's see here.
Do you want to pull up a different thing while you find that tweet, just so we can, because we have limited time?
I mean, yeah, I think pretty much I just summed up the tweet for that because it's
Okay.
that's all she said. So it's
Want
like
to talk about Shenmue?
terrible thing.
Yeah.
So Shenmue 1 and 2, is that just the complete collection at this point?
Yeah, there's only
they're
those two.
being re-released for current gen consoles and PC, and it's actually crazy because Shenmue was one of those games that took so long to make, and it was like so ahead of its time when it came out, and it was just super expensive, but also groundbreaking, and it's been really hard to be able to play it in a modern setting.
Yeah, I tried to emulate it on Dreamcast. Nah.
Nah, but it's pretty rough.
Nope. Not gonna happen.
So,
No.
Fiskit, do you have any details on what kind of how that's going to work?
It'll look to be the blah blah blah. They're coming to PC and consoles. That Shenmue 3 is, of course, coming to PC as well. In case there's any doubt, they dropped some new screens and recommitted to a 2018 release earlier. So Shenmue 3 is also coming out supposedly this year.
That's great marketing for Shenmue 3.
I'm trying to see if there's
If the remasters are good.
Yeah, because it's supposed to be
Date.
HD, right?
That's what everybody's saying.
I think so. Let's see.
I mean,
Sorry,
didn't they? Wasn't there something about them developing the game with higher resolution in mind in the first place, or something like that? They did like some weird stuff with the.
Well, yeah, I'm sure they can only do so much since like it's at the time it was a huge game for like the Dreamcast because like it was like an entire city they went through to figure out who killed your dad, and then like at the end of the first one you figure out who killed your dad, and now in the second one you go to Hong Kong or something to find your dad's killer, and then you still are looking for him to this day. Wow.
It's like this huge, friggin' like epic of a story.
That was never finished until hopefully this year.
Which is actually pretty crazy. It's like one of the longer running, like possible, what do you call it, resolutions.
Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah.
When are these
Yeah.
supposed to be coming out? Is there a release date for this?
I didn't see it. Let me do
'cause
some quick googling here.
It's supposed to be $29.99 on all platforms. So I'm assuming PS4, Xbox One. Is it going to be on Switch? I don't.
Yeah, hopefully.
And in PC, of course.
And it'll have achievements.
And it'll have great. Oh,
You
wow,
gotta
you've
have
made it to level
achievements.
2. You've made it to level 3. That's usually how these types of achievements go. And it's nothing against them. It's just like if you don't go through the game making it with achievements in mind, it's hard to just. I mean, maybe they'll have good achievements. I don't know, but that tends to happen.
I'm not seeing maybe late 2018, but that's
So they might be coming out
That's what I
around the
see.
same time Shenmue 3 is coming out. Then
yeah, I guess I don't really see any other information.
that's really
Yeah.
cool though. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, it's a Japanese-made game, right? And it came out on Dreamcast, and the setting is Asia. It's like what city does the first game take place in? Is it Tokyo or?
I don't think it's Tokyo, but let me
Is it some kind of like off city?
Anyways, it's kind of like a slice of life, like where you like. It's kind of like Persona, like a tiny bit.
And it's also a little bit like Yakuza, right? Or,
Yeah,
I guess those games are like
it's actually more like
it's
Yakuza.
more like Yakuza, yeah.
Yeah.
Essentially, yeah, it's basically you live in this town or city or whatever, and you're the son of a martial artist, and your dad gets killed, and you're just trying to find his kill in the first one. So
And
basically,
the
the
voice
first one's like,
acting, top notch.
are there any sailors here? Where would I find sailors? Can you point me to the way to sailors? There's cool forklift mini games and stuff.
I actually can't wait to play that. So that's gonna be really good.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna play the shit out. I might fucking stream it. Well, actually, probably not the second one. The second one's ending is you literally talk to a woman for an hour and then it ends. It's like, oh, stay tuned for Shenmue 3. It's like, what? But there's not an end boss fight or anything.
45
No, you just
years
talk to
in
a
the
lady.
making. I thought Fable 2 was revolutionary when it didn't have a boss fight at the fucking end. I ain't salty.
No, not at all. I couldn't even tell. I couldn't even tell. But yeah, hopefully it comes out soon. Yay!
Yep. So moving on to the next topic, we have Sea of Thieves. Sea of Thieves is going to be releasing content updates. One in particular, the first one coming out in May. And let's see here. It's called... I can give you the name of it, Matt, real quick, if you want to write that down.
Nah, I just got content update.
Cool. So in May, there will be a content update for Sea of Thieves. I'm paused. Oh, there it is. And it is called... Let me pull this up. Where's the freaking name? I hate this so much.
The Hungering Deep.
The Hungering Deep. Thank you so much. Okay, so basically, it's going to introduce a new AI threat to the game that will encourage players to interact in different ways and bring crews together in new ways. The Hungering Deep will be a permanent fixture in the game with new mechanics and rewards, but will kick off with a timed event that Rare plans to start teasing soon. They're also planning weekly events that offer new challenges and time-limited exclusive rewards like hidden treasure for exploring the world. The goal is to bring areas of the game that haven't been into play yet and reward players with something tangible when they, for example, have managed to find a skeleton throne in a hard-to-reach location. After that, there will be 2 more content updates over the summer, one called Cursed Sails, which will include a new type of ship, and one called Forsaken Shores, which will introduce players to a new perilous part of the world to explore. So that sounds... okay, right? They're providing new AI, and they're
a new AI threat,
a new okay, sorry,
which is like
that's
a
true.
Kraken thing. But I wonder if it'll have a body.
Oh, good point.
How
That's
many
true.
polygons will it be made up
And
of?
actually, it is called the Hungering Deep. Maybe they're just adding a body to the Kraken.
There you go.
Nah, I don't think so. It's probably like a megalodon.
Oh, that'd be cool. But yeah, if it's just a megalodon, fuck it. Like, is it just gonna be another thing that's gonna
Oh, it's
randomly
probably
come
going to be a
across?
whale.
Maybe a whale.
Ooh,
But
Moby Dick.
and then it seems like the main thing with this update is that there's going to be other kind of smaller things to kind of provide what they said are tangible rewards instead of just the bullshit that people have currently in the game. I don't know how much that's actually going to be affecting the progression. It doesn't seem like they're talking about progression at all still. The one thing that's really kind of frustrating for me, and I'm sure a lot of other people, is in this announcement, they're also deprioritizing the development of some previously announced features. So pets, which would allow players to own parrots, cats, and monkeys, that's being deprioritized. So it's not going to be one of the main focuses for at least this update. I don't know if they're going to include it or package it with the other updates. And ship captaincy, which was a system that would allow legendary pirates to become captains of customizable ships. So we almost got customizable ships, except it still would be like you have to become a legendary pirate, which is a freaking chore. And then, like, how customizable is it? We have no idea. And it might not even be happening, or it's been deprioritized, so it could be on the back burner.
Well, I mean, you have so much character customization. Like when you pick your character when you start playing.
Oh, right.
So I can't imagine just the plethora of options and abilities you would have when you get to go and achieve Pirate Legend and then design your ship. You
Yeah.
must have 1 or 2 different types of wood.
Oh, yeah.
At least.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's going to be like brown wood and then lighter brown wood, right?
That's it.
Ooh.
Yeah. And then that's it. And then it's going to be like one mast or a mast with an additional sail on it that you can add
Double
on.
sails.
Right. And maybe you can name it yourself.
Maybe. Well, don't push it. I
No,
don't think
And
they
then
have
it's
it in the
your
budget.
own ship.
You're asking too much.
And each thing costs like 10,000 gold each.
Oh yeah, of course. And to customize your own ship, you have to like freaking literally kill all the other players on the map to get enough gold, because there's no way that you could go and find that stuff yourself. So might as well grief to get it, right? And I just don't know how people can just continue to play the game when there's literally nothing. There's nothing in the game.
Dude, there are some diehard motherfuckers.
I mean,
Don't
if you
go to
have,
the subreddit.
if you have a good group of people who you don't mind like literally playing a nothing game and just sailing, like if you just like the sailing and like going around and it's just like, hey, this is the only time I have to spend with my friends, like maybe I could see it because you already dropped the money on it, so might as well get something out of it. And in the hopes that something good's going to come out of this in the next coming months, like I really hope that when they come up with this update that they like reduce the price of the game.
There's no way they're going to reduce the price.
They should.
Not for a while, yeah.
Yeah, you got to like another 3 to 4 months before, maybe 6 months
Or
before
you think like the second update,
it'll
if the
drop
first
in
update
price.
doesn't quite go as well as they want it to.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's happening. It's coming out in May. And lastly, we can talk about in the last like couple of minutes, PUBG over the weekend had an event called War. And I didn't realize that this was happening until I read about it today. But it went from the 12th to today, the 15th. And it is a mode where there are 3 teams of 10 players. And it's a deathmatch type mode where everyone still comes in on the plane, but you drop with a random rifle, pistol, and grenade. And you're in a set circle the whole time. And the twist is that you can respawn and you just drop from the plane again. There's still lootable locations and items and stuff like that. But a lot of people seem to be really enjoying it. There's multiple articles about it, like, oh, respawning changes PUBG, and like...
No, Call of Duty, you've been doing it for years. Halo what?
Yeah. And also,
Yo-hoo.
if you notice, it's like, oh, there's a deathmatch mode. It's a specific location. That's kind of cool. Also, we've lowered the amount of players by 70.
Yeah, because I think that would just like, I think that having 100 would be.
Why can't we have 10 groups of 10 people and just have the whole map to us?
I don't know.
I don't know.
All right,
Resistance
I'm
fights.
Stumped.
Got stumped.
I mean, it would be cool, especially if you could add... Dude, none of these games do this, but it would be sick if you could have larger teams, right? And then you could band together with people, create alliances, and then like mark territory and shit as a part of like the mechanic of the game. So you take over
Rust
the map.
does that.
Rust does that? Like
Yeah.
H1Z1?
No, Rust.
Oh, no, not H1Z1, but Rust isn't like a battle royale game.
Yeah, it kind of is.
Well,
But-
not really.
But do you like mark territory that's like
Yeah.
yours?
You
I
do-
wouldn't
Well,
consider
go play
Rust
Rust.
a battle royale.
How do you not consider it a battle royale?
Well, because you don't drop in, and it's not like drop
Rust
in like
is
You
a
do
a session
survival
and then
game.
Yeah, but it's a survival with one like with the only thing to do is battle royale.
yeah.
But you also respawn and stuff though too.
What I'm
I
saying
know.
is,
Whatever.
I'm just saying. I don't
Yeah.
think
It would be
it's
cool if they
technically a
had-
battle royale.
Is this what Spencer feels like?
it'd be cool if they had something that's like battle royale, where it's like an instance or like a 40-minute long thing, but you had groups and you took over. They have to make probably a smaller map in order to make that work, where it's not going to be
Well,
like a 2-hour
Fortnite
game.
did the 50v50, and people were like, "This sucks."
How can that suck? That seems awesome. I don't understand.
Might be just too much shit going on at the same time. Maybe.
I think, well, it's because that game's too like color flashy. Like if you had a game like PUBG with 50 versus 50, I feel like it would be sick just having like people on like trucks and shit going. I don't know. I think it would be cool. But anyways, that's just my own whatever. That happened. It's just an event. I don't know if they're going to bring it back. It'd be kind of cool because I actually kind of want to try it. I missed out, I feel, and I'm not going
I'm
to be able
sure
to
they
do it today.
will with all these positive articles and stuff. So
Yeah.
here's hoping at least.
Yeah.
They should put it on
Something
the
new.
Savage map.
Yeah, that would actually be pretty cool on the Savage map.
Yeah, since there's nothing else there, it's just literally boxes of nothing.
Why don't you tell us how you really feel, Matt?
I did.
All right. So, is there anything else that we wanted to cover at the end of the podcast? I mean, we're at the hour mark. Was there something?
I forgot to mention something earlier when I was talking about stuff and whatnot. If you like anime, you like boxing, watch Megalobox. It's like boxing, but with like using like exoskeletons to box with, exosuits, I guess, to box with.
Nice.
It's pretty cool. There's only 2 episodes.
You use that Switch thing?
No, it's a show. It's a
Yeah,
show.
I know. But do they use that Switch thing?
No, they don't use
Are
the
they
Switch.
inside the suits?
No, it's not even suits. It's like basically they attach like everybody has like a different version of it. Like the main guy has like basically like a scrapped up version of one. Like essentially looks like forklift parts on his body.
Okay, so kind of like if you imagine that scene in The Matrix, the second one, Reloaded, where they're trying to fight off the group that's coming in, the little
and
flying guys, and he's on that that kind of moving thing.
Or like aliens?
Or like an
when she has the thing and then she kills the queen.
something like
Spoilers.
that.
Yeah, closer to aliens, but she doesn't have the legs or anything except for she has those 2 giant arms attached to her body. It's not even like arms.
So are they
attached to her
playing ARMS for the Nintendo Switch using?
No, their
the
arms don't stretch out. And stuff.
Nintendo. What is that thing?
What?
What's the thing the cardboard box thing?
Oh,
I know Playbo.
Yeah, Playbo.
we don't remember the name. That's not even the name. Yeah, the cardboard create your own shit thing.
Yeah, because I saw a kid. He was using a mech.
Oh, yeah, that's right. There was a
He
mech
was
game for
meching
that.
it up, dude.
That's actually, I would love the shit out of that if I was like 10, 12.
No,
I mean, I love it
no.
now, but I just feel ridiculous.
No more show recommendations ever again. Sorry, I even brought it up in the show. I'm gonna kill myself.
I was gonna make a joke about the thing where you press the button and they're like boxing, the little game where you play as a kid, and then you have to hit the
Rock'em
guy's
Sock'em
head up. Is it like
Robots,
that? Rock'em Sock'em Robots or whatever.
Robots, yeah, no, it's boxers, but they have stuff attached to their arms. It's essentially like regular boxing, like one of the most dangerous sports in the world right now. But they've added mechanical contraptions to it, so the offense is like at 1,000%, but the defense is still the same. So essentially, you don't see anybody die in the show, but basically
spoilers.
after one punch, you should be dead.
Yeah, but it's anime, so they're
It's
Brazilian.
anime. But besides that, it's actually really cool. It's got good style, good art. I actually really enjoy it. So if you like,
So what is it
stupid
called?
Megaloboxing.
Megalobox. I thought it was Megaloboxing, but it's Megalobox box. There's actually more to it, but it's fine. I'll bring it up next week or something.
Yeah, I got you.
So-
Yeah, cool. And then the only other thing is Far Cry 5 got cracked after what, like a week?
Yeah, no, 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Yeah, it got cracked for it had Denuvo too, right? Or was it cracking it from the
No, it had the Nova 5.
the newest version?
Yeah, the newest version and VM Protect and a bunch of other shit.
Dude, they're not putting Roxas in Smash, dude. All right, stop. It's not going to happen.
Well, I
Yeah,
can tell
Smash,
you all
you've been
the
really
protection
stretching
I
for
had
it.
real fast.
Okay, yeah. Let's look at the Far
So
Cry.
on top of Far Cry's protection, it had Uplay, VMP, EAC, Denuvo 5, 64-bit
And they cracked through all of that
in 2 weeks.
in 2 weeks. So impressive and crazy.
Stuff.
But let's go ahead and close the show. Fistcake, why don't you tell people where they can find you?
You can find me at twitch.tv/fistcake, where I'll be streaming this week. I'm going to be working on schedules tonight. I have to figure out when I'm going to do when. But soon, like in 2 weeks, 1 week from now, 2 weeks from now, I'll be on my own schedule. So streams will be more regular and probably more frequent. So stay tuned for that. I also upload videos to YouTube sometimes at youtube.com/c/fistcake. I do stuff there. Upload the C2E2 video. If you want to listen to me get into full depth about C2E2, check it out there. I'm also on Twitter where I tweet sometimes. Not very often, but I do tweet sometimes, so that's pretty cool. That's it for me.
TV is always there with a GIF.
Yeah, Matt likes GIFs. He's trying to push forward the hieroglyphic talking into the future, where people don't actually use words; they just use pictures and GIFs.
Mm-hmm.
So it's Matt's bringing down humanity. Let's go. Where can people find you two at?
So as always, our YouTube channel and Twitch channel are the same. It's Neanderthal Gaming TV. You can catch us on Twitter at NeanderthalGTV, where you can see said GIFs in real time.
Also, you should mention that on NGTV, related stuff. We play games on normal or above difficulty, not easy.
Wow. Okay. Well, this is a war. I don't know why I'm brought into this. It seems to be Matt throws a personal attack across the bow, and
He said I was bringing down humanity. I'm just firing back.
Matt returns a volley, and it is super effective. We do play games on normal though, not for any particular reason, but because we can. No, just kidding.
I have
People
a girlfriend.
Oh shit!
Oh,
no, we're
shit.
gonna die alone.
Oh man. I mean, honestly though, we're in recovery. We used to play games in just hard and hate ourselves. Well, I used to hate myself for doing it.
Yeah, it wasn't really that bad.
Well, when you play Spider-Man: Web of
Just go
Shadows
ahead,
on
dude.
hard,
Talk-
and then come back
talking.
and fucking talk to
Stop
me
talking.
about how hard it is.
Stop talking.
All right. Well, that's where you can find our information. Why don't you click it because I don't trust that it's going to work. Okay, it works. Okay, great. So you can follow Content Complete specific information on our Twitter at ConComcast. That's where you get information about the podcast and about our role-playing podcast, Adventure Complete, and Into the Veil. You can also send us questions and suggestions and ideas at constantcompletecast@gmail.com. You can check us out live on ConComcast on Twitch at 3 p.m. Pacific Time Sundays, 5 p.m. Central. All episodes are available on YouTube. The audio-only version is available on your favorite podcasting app, and both are released on Mondays. I still have to change that. It's on Mondays after the podcast. So we stream on Sundays. It's already released on Mondays. So it's super quick turnaround time. We're actually amazing. Also, in the links down below, we have a Discord. You should consider joining because it's kind of a fun group of people, and sometimes we play games and
A
all that
lot
good
of people
stuff.
are leaving. Bye, guys. See
Well,
you in hell.
honestly, they weren't doing anything anyways.
Yeah,
We've
fuck 'em.
lost,
Yeah.
out of like the 10 people we had, we lost like 2 that didn't talk.
Dude, we
at
have
all
almost
anymore.
20 people. Don't sell us short.
Oh, do we? Oh,
Yeah, we're
Oh,
good.
Okay, never mind.
We're rolling.
I didn't.
Right?
That's cool. Good job.
We're
We're
good.
doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
And we're only growing. Thanks everyone so
Definitely
much
not
for
shrinking.
watching. Definitely not shrinking. Any last words?
No, I'm sorry. I play games on easy mode. That's
It's
it.
okay, dude. We accept you.
No,
Honestly,
it's okay. No,
you
really,
know,
it's
people
fine.
play
I'm sorry. I
games on
suck at
whatever
stuff.
level
He's
that
gonna
they
call
feel
the bully
comfortable.
hunters, dude.
Oh shit!
We gotta start sucking up.
Just let me get my phone here.
1-800 bully hunters.
1-800 triggered.
Thanks everyone so much for watching and listening, and we'll see you guys next time.
Peace.
Bye.
Updating